go to the read matrix. So we will see what is there in the read matrix. So read matrix. So let us consider this is the sample graph what we have considered. So there are 4 nodes are there and the distance from one node to another node is given. So here enter the number of the vertices. So just you will be entering how many vertices are there. In this it is 4. Then enter the cost adjacency matrix. So use the 2 for loops and read the cost adjacency matrix. So this is the cost adjacency matrix what I have read for that above graph. So where there are 4 nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, diagonal elements will be on 0, and wherever the distance is the infinity, so that I have represented with a 3 nines. Okay, instead of representing it a 4 9, I have taken it as a 3 nines. It doesn't matter, you can take 3 or you can take the 4 or you can take the 5 9, it doesn't matter. So wherever there 1 to 3 there is no distance, you can go through here 1 to 3 there is no distance, therefore I have taken that as an infinity. Like that you are reading the cost adjacency matrix. So that is your read function. So read function, just we are doing that one. After the read function you are reading the source, that is vertex. Let it be the source vertex as a 1. Anything you can consider. Next I am calling the Dijkstra's algorithm. So when I will call the Dijkstra's algorithm, this is my Dijkstra's algorithm. So what we are doing in a Dijkstra's algorithm initially is, so these are just declarations. What is this S represent? It represent the visited vertices. Which are the visited vertices? Capital S represent which are the visited vertex. Small s represent the source vertex. If you are getting confusion with that, you take this as an something else. You can take it as visited only. VISIT, visit, like that also you can consider. But in this I have written, so consider the same thing how it is there in your lab manual. So it is capital S you can take, or any other variable name if you want, you can consider that also. So what is this S represent? The S represent the visited vertices. So initially for I is equal to 1 to n, I am making all as the unvisited vertex. 0, 0, 0, 0. All the 4 vertex we are making it as an unvisited vertex. Got it? Next what we are doing here, I am considering the one more array, that is the dim. It represent the distance vertex. Means from the source vertex to all other vertices, what is the distance? So here initially what is the source vertex I told? We have considered 1. So 1 to 1 is 0, 1 to 2 is 12, and 1 to 3 same thing, the first row. 1 to 3 is 999 and 1 to 4 is 3. So what is D represent? The distance from source vertex to each other vertex. What is source vertex? It is 1. What is 1, 0, or I am starting with a 1. 1, 1. What is 1, 1? 0. Next I is 2. I is 2. What is 1, 2? 1, 2 is 12. Therefore it is 12. Next I is 3. So source vertex is 1. What is 1, 3? 1, 3 is 999. So it is 999. Next I is 4. So source vertex is 1. What is 1, 4? 1, 4 is 3. Therefore it is 3. Therefore it is 3. So got it? These are the initial declarations, or not declaration, initialization what we are doing for the array S and the D. Array S represent what? Visited vertices or unvisited vertices. 1 represent visited vertex, 0 represent unvisited vertex. Initially all vertex I am making as a unvisited vertices. And what is D of I represent? It is a distance vector. The distance from the source vertex to other vertices, the distance it represent. So from source to source is 0 and source to 1 is 12. Source to 3 is 999. Source to the 4 is 3. So that represent the distance vector. Then what we are making after that, S of the means visited or not. Source vertex I am making it as a 1. That means now this will become 1. So this will become 1. Getting my point? This will become 1. Okay. And distance of S also I am making as 1. That means this will also become 1. Both of them they will become 1. Getting my point? Both of them they will become 1. Initial declaration. So that I have taken it here. See here. I have changed it to the 1. I changed it to the 1. Means I am making that as a visited vertex. It is capital X. It is not a small s. It is a capital S. Okay, sorry. And what is this 1 represent? It indicates that the first vertex is a visited vertex. First vertex is a visited vertex. Now what I have to do, I will consider I is equal to 2 because already one vertex we have considered. So that's why. Then I is less than or equal to n. That is 2 is, what is n represent? Number of the vertices. So I is what? 2. 2 is less than or equal to, this while is used only for the number of the iterations. Okay. Now u is equal to an extract min. Already I told you what is u. U is nothing but the vertex which is closest to the source vertex, and d of u represents its distance. Okay. So now I am calling extract min function. What are the things I am passing as a parameters here? It is nothing but a capital S. What is capital S vector represent? Whether the vertex is visited vertex or an unvisited vertex, that is represented with the capital S. It is a vector. It is an array. What is D represent? It is a distance vector. So distance vector means what it represent? It represent what is the distance from the source vertex to the other vertices. What is the distance? Just now I have explained that one. And this is the updated. This will be 0. This is 1. This will be 0. This is the updated that is the array which indicate which vertex are visited and which vertices are unvisited. So then after that one, I am calling this extract min function. So what we are doing in a extract min function is, these are some initial declaration. I is equal to 1, I is less than n, I plus plus. Initial declaration min I am considering it as a 999. Infinity, initially I have taken infinity as 49, but here I am writing it as a 39. It doesn't matter. Now come to this one. So what is your d of I? What is I? I is 1. What is d of 1? D of 1 we have updated it to an 1. I told you, no, for the source vertex to the source I am changing it to the 1. Here we have changed it. D of 1 is equal to 1. Initially it was 0, but after this one d of 1 will become an 1. Therefore what is the d of the 1? D of the 1 is nothing but 1. So 1 is less than the min. 1 is less than min. What is the min value? 999. So yes. But come to this and here, it is the condition is and. Is it is a visited vertex or an unvisited vertex? Source vertex. I represent what? 1. Okay. 1 we have considered as a source vertex. So what is S of 1? It is 1 because initially we have taken this as a visited vertex. Here we have done the S of 1 is equal to 1. So means that the source vertex we have make it as a visited vertex. Therefore, this condition will become false. For I is equal to 1, this condition will become false because it is a visited vertex. It is not a unvisited vertex. Therefore, this condition will become false. Again, I will go to the for loop and I will increment the I value is equal to an 2. So, when I will increment the I value is equal to 2, what is your D of I? Go to that. What is your D of I? D of 2. What is D of 2? 12. So, is 12 is lesser than the min. Min is how much? 999. Okay. Yes. And is it is an unvisited vertex? Second vertex? Yes, it is an unvisited vertex here. It is an unvisited vertex. Only this we have made it as 1, but this is unvisited vertex. Okay. Yes, it is unvisited vertex. Both the conditions are true. I'll come here. Now, what is my min? It is D of 2. What is D of 2? 12. So, what is now new min is 12. What is J? 2. Again, I'll go here. Increment the value of an I. Okay, now I is equal to 3. What is D of 3? 999. That is here. D of 3 is equal to 999. Yes. D of 3 is 999. Is 999 is less than the min? What is the min? We got 12. Okay. So is 999 is less than min? No. Therefore again I'll go back to this. I will be now 4. What is D of the 4 you are having? D of 4 is equal to 3. What is D of 4? D of 4 is equal to 3. Therefore 3 is less than min. Min is 12. And is it is an unvisited vertex, fourth vertex? Yes, it is unvisited vertex. Therefore min is now 3. Okay. D of I is 3. Therefore it is 3. And what is J? Which vertex? Fourth vertex. So return J. So J will be 4. Means the fourth vertex. Fourth vertex. That you can see. I started this vertex. Here to here it is 12. Here to here it is infinity. Here to here it is 3. So which has to be selected? Vertex 4 has to be selected. What is U? 4. What is D of U? 3. D of U is 3 and U is equal to an 4. That is what we got it through an extract min function. So extract min function will find the U and the D of U. So what is U? Vertex. What is D of U? That is the distance. That is this one. U is 4. D of U is 3. U is 4. D of U is 3. That means this path we have selected now. Okay, after that one, immediately you make that fourth vertex as a visited vertex. Because now this vertex is visited vertex, no? Once I'll select this particular edge, this is also visited vertex, this is also a visited vertex. So that is what we are doing it here. Make this also visited and this also as an visited vertex. Vertex 4 is also visited, vertex 1 is also visited. What is the next step you need to do? Next step what you have to do is, through that visited vertex, means through that U to the unvisited vertices, can I reduce the distance? What is the U now? U is 4. What are the unvisited vertices? 2 and 3. So through 4, can I reduce the distance to the 2 and 3 from the source vertex? What is the initial distance from 1 to 2? 12. Through 4, if I'll go, what is the distance I am getting? 3 plus 4, 7. Can I reduce? Yes, I can reduce from 12 to the 7. That is what we are doing next. What is one more unvisited vertex? 3 is one more unvisited vertex. What is the distance from source to the 3? Previous distance? Infinity. Can I reduce through 4? The distance from 1 to 3, can I reduce? Through 4 if I'll go, it is 3 plus 10, 13. What is previous distance 1 to 3? It was infinity. But if I'll go through like this, it is 13. So I can reduce. So that is what we are doing it in the next iteration. So I will be now 3. I was 2, I is now 3. Okay. Why it is we have considered 2 vertices already we have made it as a visited vertices. That's why we are considering the I value as an 3 now. Again I'll start from the vertex 1 to the n. What I am checking here whether they are the visited vertex or not. When I is equal to 1, this will become false because it is already a visited vertex. Now I'll take V is equal to 2. V is equal to 2. Is it is an visited or unvisited? It is an unvisited. So only first vertex, fourth vertex are visited. Second vertex and the third vertex are unvisited vertex. So when V is equal to 1, this will become false. Therefore again I will increment the value of V. Now V is 2. So this is true because it is an unvisited vertex. So it is true. So next what I will do here? Next I will check this condition. This already I have explained you while explaining the algorithm for Dijkstra's. So here what is U? U already you got it. What is U? 4. What is D of U? What is D of U? D of U is 3. So 3 plus the distance till U from the source vertex is 3 plus, are you having a edge from U to the V? What is my V? V is nothing but 2. V is nothing but 2. So are you having a distance from 4 to 2? That is what I am saying. Are you having a distance from 4 to 2? Yes. How much it is? 4. What is the previous distance you had? 12. Through 4 if I'll go, it is 3 plus 4. Through 4 if I'll go, it is 3 plus 4. Previous distance was 12. Which is minimum? 7 is minimum or 12 is minimum? 7 is minimum. So I am selecting that. That is what we are doing it here. So what is the distance till u? D of u, it is nothing but the 3. So it is 3 plus, what is the distance from 4 to 2? It is 4. So 4 plus 3 is 7. Is 7 is minimum or a previous distance? That is d of 2. What was your d of 2? D of 2 was 12. D of 2 was 12. So whether that is minimum or 7 is minimum. Through 4 if I'll go, it is minimum compared to the previous distance. So I'll take that one. So I am taking that one. So 7 is minimum. So now D of 2 will become a 7. Okay. That is over. Now I'll go to the V is equal to 3. When V is equal to 3, is it an unvisited vertex? Yes, it is an unvisited vertex. 3 is unvisited vertex. Now we will consider this 3. What is the previous distance from 1 to 3? It was infinity. 1 to 3 was infinity. Infinity. Then through 4 if I'll go, it is 3 plus 10, 13. Through 4 if I'll go, it is 13. Previous distance was infinity. So which is minimum? 13 is minimum or infinity is minimum? 13 is the minimum. So next iteration I am considering that. Now V is equal to 3. Is it is an unvisited vertex? Yes, it is an unvisited vertex. So what is D of the U? It is 3. Okay. Plus what is a distance from 4 to 3? It is 10. So 3 plus 10 is 13. What is previous distance to the V? V is nothing but 3. What is D of 3 you are having? Infinity. That is 999. So is 13 is minimum or 999 is minimum? 13 is minimum. So I am changing D of 3 is equal to 13. D of 2 is equal to 17. So now updated distance vector is, this is 1, this is 12, 7, this is 13 and this is 3. The new distance vector what you are getting is, this is 1, this is 7, this is 13 and this is 3. Okay. That we have changed here. These two we have changed. Okay. Then again I'll move on to the same thing. So what is my I we have taken? It was 3. Now again 3 is less than or equal to 4. Yes. Again I'll go here. Again I'll call the extract minimum. Again you will find out the U and the D of U. So what is your U and the D of U will be having? So what is your distances now? It is 1, 7, 13, 3. These two are already visited. No need of considering them again. Only among this 7 and 13, which is the minimum. So 7 is minimum. So what is your next D of U? 7. What is your next U? 2. So in next iteration, U will become 2 and D of U will become a 7. Now through that, what is that? Through that 2. Through 2. Can you reduce the distance to the one more unvisited vertex 3? That you need to check. Okay, this is, what is the previous distance to the 3? It was 13. Through 2 if I'll go, can I reduce it? Yes. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. If I'll go in this direction, I got 13. But if I'll go through 2 like this, it is how much? 9. So 9 will be the final value. So like this, in the each iteration we will call and function extract minimum, and we will consider the u and the d of u. Each iteration, as I already explained you while explaining the algorithm clearly with an example. So you take some example and try to trace this particular program. So extract min is a function where you will be finding out the u and the d of u in the each iteration. Once if I find out the u, then through u to the other unvisited vertices, can I reduce the previous distance? That you are checking it here. Through u to the other unvisited vertices, can I reduce the distance? Yes means you reduce it. Otherwise, keep the previous value. Like that, this function will be working. So finally, it is just you are printing the d of I value. That is whatever the final d of I you are getting, distance vector you are getting, you are printing that one in the final printf statement. So that is about your Dijkstra's algorithm. I have explained you along with the example. So here in the lab program some example is there. I don't know whether you will be able to see or not. So it is nothing but this is the graph, this is the array. Wherever infinity is there, it is read as 4 9s here, and this is the result. Enter the starting vertex. Starting vertex here they have taken 6 as a starting vertex. Okay, that is a starting vertex. Now from the starting vertex 6 to 1 distance is, minimum distance is 9, and 6 to 2 is 4, 6 to 3 is 2, 6 to 4 is 8, 6 to 5 is 5. That is the final answer what you are getting for this particular graph. So why I have not taken this graph is it is too large, and also it is invisible, I think, because of the color. Okay, fine. So anyhow, I have taken the small graph and have explained you the program. I hope all of you will go through this and you will understand. If any doubts are there, you can ask me. Okay, thank you. And try to execute this one. If you are having a Java platform, or I think you can download it. Okay, then try to download it and try to execute the program in the home itself. I don't know, because once if you will come back, you will get the time for the executing all the programs. Okay, so any remaining 2-3 are there, then you can execute it in the college. But otherwise executing all 12 program, it is difficult. So I think you have already done with the merge sort, quick sort, and the first Java program. So knapsack and this Dijkstra's algorithm, you execute it. Okay, any doubts are there, you can clarify. Okay, thank you.